Hey, I am so proud of the woman that I am today. The powerful, sensual, very much aware woman that I am today. And a lot of that goes to my amazing lovers that I've had in the past. Each one of them have poured into me and shown me so much of myself, who I am, what I need, what I want, and I want to take time to honor them. So I'm starting a separate series of I'm just going to call it The Lovers. Today I want to start with a lover who introduced me to the lifestyle. I was a mother of two. I was working at a school in the country. I was coaching basketball, believe it or not. And I was coaching girls basketball. He was the boys basketball coach. Really helped me because I was doing it, I think, for something new. I did play basketball in school, but it's not my passion. I do enjoy like mentorship though of kids, and so I was asked to do it. I did it, and he was helping me with like the fundamentals and all that type of thing. And so within that, a friendship formed, and I need emotional connection to feel sexual arousal. And so some sexual attraction came from that space. And his wife also worked with us, and she would flirt with me as well. She invited me and my children over, and that's when I was introduced to polygamy and an open marriage type lifestyle. And he let me know that she gave him permission to pursue me and to interact with me sexually. She was very nice, and she would flirt as well. I wasn't sexually involved with her, but we had a really like a cool relationship. I thought the dynamic was really cool though. He was able to see who he wanted. She was able to see who she wanted, and they really had a very close relationship. He introduced me to BDSM. He had a lot of toys and tools that he brought to our first sexual encounter. He was very gentle and safe. He made sure that I was okay. And he might have been my first, my first daddy. And I was his princess. And it was really healing because I don't have a great relationship with my biological father. And so it sounds weird, but the dynamic between, and he was older than me, not like like my father type older than me, but older enough where the dynamic, the daddy princess dynamic was, it was like a comfortable thing. And it was healing. I can't really explain. And we had a few interactions, not many, but he definitely opened my eyes up to a new lifestyle, a new potential for myself. Because I never thought about, I had affairs, but I never thought about it being able to work in a consensual way where everybody involved knew about each other, and it just felt really good. The lack of guilt that I felt in interacting with him and still being able to interact with his wife, we all worked together. It was really cool. So from there, I stopped talking to him, but from there, I did more research, and there's a site called Fet Life. It's fetish life, and I didn't interact with too many people on there, again, because I need emotional connection to really feel sexual arousal. But I did meet somebody that I knew prior, and he was also older, and he was a soft daddy type, protective, unassuming, but he did have some dominant spaces. We did some play, a lot of spanking, a lot of, I would say, role play dynamics where I was baby and he was daddy. He wasn't as experienced as the previous daddy, so I wasn't as happy in the kink space with him. But the relationship lasted, I think, a little bit longer than the other one. But I think, deepened my desire for a daddy. Like, I really went on a search for a daddy, like a real dominant, very masculine daddy. And it became the focus of a lot of my sexual interactions. And so if the guy didn't present himself with that very strong man's man, like masculine, commanding presence, I didn't respect him as much. And the interactions, they didn't last. It's something that I longed for. And it's because I'm a naturally dominant woman. I am somebody who people naturally look for answers, for advice, for protection. What do we do? We're gonna ask Perk. I'm a mother, so I kind of run my household. I'm a team lead at work. I just have a natural leadership energy, and it's exhausting. So the desire for a daddy, the desire for a man that can naturally make me soften, and I don't have to think. I'm just being told what to do. I became a switch within the time waiting for a daddy. A switch is someone who can be a dom or a sub. A sub is a submissive. A princess or a baby or a brat naturally fall into the submissive space. But I'm also naturally dominant. And so in my relationships that allow or desire a dominant partner, like with my girlfriend, or sometimes my husband used to kind of like commands in our sexual space for me. I started to practice dom myself. Not a nasty dom, not a mean one that like humiliates. I'm a very soft dom, but my partners feel very safe and pleased in our space. Practicing dom for me, though, made me desire a dom for myself. And so that yearning that I had for a daddy, it just was huge. And I've ended a couple of sexual relationships really before they even really got started because I was disappointed in the man's presentation of his masculinity. I just want a daddy. And so fast forward to maybe a year or two after the soft daddy guy who was unassuming that I met on FetLife. I met my current daddy. I still call him daddy now, but I met him very blunt, like didn't hold anything back when we first started talking. Just had a very natural, masculine representation of himself. Very fit. Went to kick it with him for the first time, and he just exuded man. It was weakening for me. I naturally just and I don't have sex on the first encounter, but I was so attracted to that masculine command that he had. Like I had to have him, and he commanded me through every step of our sex. It was incredible. And I knew I'd be back. And it got better each time we were together. He just knew how to command me. He knew what to say and how to say it. And I didn't realize I had such a praise kink too that was tied to my desire for a daddy. But when he told me I was a good girl and that I take such good care of him as I pleased him, and he would tell me how beautiful I am while I'm pleasing him. It just He had me, and he still has me. And we don't have sex often. I think one time, I think I had called him like big dog or something. And I was telling him I missed my big dog. And he said, "Who are you talking to?" I was talking to you. He said, "You can't be talking to me. I'm not one of your little friends. You call me daddy." And from then on, his name has been Daddy. When I talk to him, it's Daddy. And I don't know. I've just really surrendered and given him permission to be and to tell me what to do. I've done meal prep for him. Like, I've cooked. I love to cook for people I love anyway. But to cook for Daddy, he has some kind of hold on me that is really unexplainable. I feel so protected in his presence. And that's really all I want in my partnerships. So I don't know how long Daddy is going to have this hold on me. I would really like a daddy who is more consistent and more affectionate. But this daddy has a huge hold on me. I think that when I'm involved with him, I don't want any other partner. Like, it does not matter how long I've been talking to whomever it is, how good the sex is, because he's not necessarily the best sex I've ever had. Like, just like physically, pleasurably, not the best, but mentally, energetically, like, and I've stopped talking to my cancer lover who's my favorite multiple times because Daddy was in my life and at the present time, and he's the one that like I want and I want to focus on. So I know I'm not at the end of my journey with this kink space and searching for Daddy. I might need to name this Searching for Daddy, because still searching for a more permanent daddy who's really very much intentional in our involvement. But yeah, so shout out to you, Brown, for introducing me to the lifestyle and the daddy baby dynamic. It really has changed my life. I am now currently in a open and polyamorous relationship. I'm still married to my husband, and I have a girlfriend, and still looking for that consistent masculine partner. So yeah, I appreciate you. So that's it for that story on how I got into the lifestyle and BDSM, sub-dom, daddy baby situations. Let me know how you liked it. Let me know what else you want to hear. Like, comment, subscribe, and come back and see me.